Yo, what's good, Radioactive Anteaters? Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video. Today, oh my gosh, today we have a Goblin Barrel on my tower that I'm not even noticing because I'm doing the intro. Nice, that's beautiful. What a great way to start the video off. But yeah, today we got another banger for y'all. We are running quite possibly one of the strongest decks I have seen in a minute, y'all. I've seen this deck getting played at the top of the ladder as per usual, and I just had to give it a try. This deck seemed crazy. Like, it has so many different ways to win. For instance, we have, just right off the bat, Evo Witch. That is what this is focused around, y'all. The Evo Witch is absolutely insane. Like, we have skeletons in this deck with the Skeleton King, Skeleton Drags. I don't know if that gives her health. Probably not. But so many different ways to give her health. Then we also have Evo Mortar with the Miner and the Skeleton King, as stated before. Y'all, this deck has so many different ways to win, and it is so strong. Okay, we kind of messed up on that bandit right there, but it's all good. We still have it on the board to defend against this princess. Hopefully it can creep up and get in that radius just real quick before it dies. Please, bro, please, just one shot. One shot. Yes, that's all we needed. You only have one shot, one opportunity. Oh my gosh, here we go. We already have a Goblin Barrel. I think, yeah, okay, it was right in the Skeleton Goblin. Skeleton Goblin. Bro, what am I saying? I have not done this Clash stuff in a minute. It was right in the Skeleton King's face. Oh man, I forgot he had Gold Knight. Okay, so I just basically played the worst witch of all time because that's just going to get absolutely shredded, and so is the Skeleton King. Beautiful. This Golden Knight buff is insane. He is actually strong. 2 dashes? Brother. Okay, we're gonna have to come back from the depths of the Mariana Trench. I was gonna say a bad word, but this is a family friendly channel, y'all. We're gonna get active on this gentleman. Let's just play a mortar high so it can lock onto that princess. We have our Evo, what's it called? We have our Evo Witch in cycle, so we're gonna get to block work right here. Let's play a Skeleton King high to get all of those skeletons when they die. Kill that. We have our arrows for the Dark God because we saved the arrows. He uses his ability. We go in with ours. Bang. That's a huge load of chip damage about to pop up on tower right here. Oh my gosh, he has a skeleton army as well. We're cooked. It denies the damage that we thought we were going to get. It's okay. Look at this. We have an Evo Mortar creeping in. Bang! Locked on the tower because we knew he was broke on Elixir. He had to play a bad skeleton armor. We knew he was broke right there. We're going to play a Goblin Gang. Terrible Goblin Gang. He's just going to use the ability. Oh my gosh. Dude, I was trying to just play the Goblin Gang to protect the mortar, and he just has the craziest dash of all time, bro. I knew that was cooked from the moment I played it, y'all. But you see what I mean by this has so many different ways to win. For one, we're pressuring with, like, hold on a second, I gotta lock in. This is getting serious. Wow, that mortar killed the Dark Goblin and all those Skeleton Goblins. And why do I keep saying Skeleton Goblin? All those skeletons, like the Skeleton Dragon, the actual skeletons, just killed everything. That was beautiful. But you see what I mean by there's so many ways to win. Like, you literally had the Miner pressure, the mortar on tower. We're just ignoring that Goblin Barrel completely, and we're going in. I don't even care, y'all. I'm just selling the bag because I'm trying to commentate. But in all reality, we could just shut him down just like that. Let's just get straight into that second game. Alright, y'all, getting into that second game here. Let's continue to run it up with this deck. Like I was trying to say before in that previous game, there are just so many ways to win. As y'all saw, that Miner was pressuring the tower to where he had to play a terrible skeleton army, and then we just had a completely healthy Evo Mortar on the tower. It was beautiful. I'm really loving this deck. Like I said, it's just so many different viable ways to win. Like, the Miner chip alone is just going to give us a nice little damage lead right off the rip like that. 200 damage in our back pocket, saving it for later. This dude's just going to give us value on the tower with both the Executioner and Firecracker. I appreciate you, little brother. We'll take that and run with it. So we're going to go ahead and just... Oh! We almost messed up so bad right here. Oh my gosh, we still did. Why is he going in right here? Why is he going crazy? He goes freeze with the Executioner and all that extra stuff. Okay, I was going to play a mortar at bridge. Y'all seen me hovering it. But we'll let him get away with going aggressive like this. We'll play a high Goblin Gang, take out all that. Oh my gosh, no way that gets a hit. I was not going to allow that. That got too close for comfort. But yeah, this is insane how this man is going right now. Off rip. We got to play the Skeleton Drags in bag just to save our Elixir a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't cost us with some damage. Beautiful, beautiful. This man is just absolutely insane. He has Evo Firecracker, I'm guessing, with the Executioner. And then the Hog Rider with the freeze. Like, I don't know what's going on. It looks like we got a typical mid-ladder demon, not quite a menace. We're just going to go ahead and shut him down with this meta deck because this guy thinks since he's playing against the book that he can win. But nah, bro. Let me show y'all why these meta decks are meta for a reason. You could shut down craziness like this with ease. Let's just keep this Evo Witch alive. He played his spell. Let's just play the Evo Mortar at bridge because this Evo Witch is never going to die. Never going to die. It's going to keep it healthy with its own spawning skeletons. Like, how does that work? It spawns skeletons and keeps it permanently healthy. I don't understand it. And then we have a whole Evo Mortar on tower that's never going to die. Never going to die until he plays a Hog Rider in its face. And we have so much pressure. We have so much elixir that we just play another Mortar in his face because we were cycling with a 3-card cycle with the Skeleton King as well. Like, look at this. He has a whole Mortar on his tower that he can't even defend with all these troops. Look, he's going to get one more shot. Come on. Bang! Bro, what? What? Every single time somebody plays a Mortar, it always gets one last shot like that. But when it's my turn, it doesn't. Bro, it's not fair. It's not fair. And we're just going to go in with the Skeleton King in this dude's face, fully charged with a Witch, even though I could just arrows it. Look at how crazy this deck is, y'all. So many different ways to win. I'm loving it. I'm just going to run it up with this and get straight into that third game. Alright, y'all. Get into that third and final game here. Let's just wrap the video up with another nice, easy dub. As y'all have seen throughout this whole video, this deck is just too versatile and it could shut down any of these mid-ladder demons. So this deck shouldn't be, you know, much of a challenge, whatever this guy has come up against us. He does have a Cannoneer Tower Troop, which I don't know if it's going to work in our favor necessarily or against us because we do have a bit of spam, like the Skeleton Army, the Goblin Gang, the Witch, but I really don't know if that's going to do too much because we have a Skeleton King and all that. Dude, the Golden Knight. How do you hit my tower from 18 tiles away, bro? Like, how? How does that make any sense, dog? I don't know what's going on. Let's just go in with a Miner over here and then a Goblin Gang as well to pressure. We have to do something on this man to get our damage back. Even though we're not even down necessarily, I want to get that pressure in him early game. Just because if this dude's running a heavy beatdown deck, I want to be able to get a nice little damage lead. Because typically with Miner and Mortar, you're not going to get like fat damage connections. And you're not going to win the whole game in one push. But with this deck, the Evo Witch, the Skeleton King, you might just win the whole tower in one push. So let's see what we can do. Let's just kind of play it slow and figure out what he's got. Because so far, I haven't seen like a win condition yet. So we're just going to play some Skelly Drags right here. And just cycle a bit. He's going to try to get that Golden Knight connection on tower. How? Brother. Oh my gosh. So you dash on the Mortar when it's like a little bit more to the right and then hit the tower. But when it's just one more tile to the left, you can't dash onto that. Make up your mind. Like, make it make sense. I really just don't understand that. I'm just having a hard time comprehending it. We're going to go and send a Miner right there. I don't even care about that little splash damage he gets with a Valkyrie. Let's send in a Goblin Gang right here just to bait out some elixir. Wowzers. So that's the win condition, ladies and gents. Okay, so looks like we're going to be in for a fun one. Golden Knight's going to dash onto my entire family generation once again. Like, I don't understand. It just hits one skeleton and says I'm good. But when the Witch is literally spawning them and they're right next to her, he doesn't want to dash onto it. I'm not complaining. Don't kill my cards. Let's just kill yours instead. I think that will be a more fun time, actually. So let's just go ahead and kill everything. Evo, what's it called? Valkyrie is just shredding my face off. Sick. Wow. How does that work, bro? And then you just use the dash and it was absolutely terrible. I don't understand. I don't understand. What was that dash? We're going to play another Goblin Gang up high because he's going to have a dash again. Oh my gosh. How do you dash 18 times in 9 seconds? Please make it make sense, Supercell. Terrible Witch placement or Wizard. Okay, and then we just lock on. Sigma Knight in my face. Awesome. I'm going to let the Wizard lock on over there because I really don't care at this point. I've kind of lost my mind and my sanity against this guy. I hate Golden Knight with a passion. The Wizard just did 17,000 damage. Beautiful. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is where it all makes sense. This is where everything just clicks almost. You have 18 troops pushing his face, a miner on tower, a mortar locked on a tower. Okay, yeah, you're not defending this. And you have a cannoneer. Beautiful. I love destroying mid-ladder demons. This should be my profession. We're gonna make it my profession. If y'all like this, like to subscribe for more, and just tap in for more. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.